Hi folks, Dan Bidondi for Truth Sessions, and we're going to talk about the seatbelt law. I mean, obviously this is going on all over the country, especially here in Rhode Island. And the whole thing about the seatbelt law, I mean, this is so contradicting. It's crazy. And the first thing first, let's start off first, okay? It's unconstitutional. It's a Fourth Amendment violation. It's improbable cause to pull you over in the first place. And this is how they contradict the whole thing. They justify the whole. Well, first of all, they take a sworn oath upon the Constitution. Let me remind you that. To uphold, defend the Constitution. So what they do is they pull you over. Excuse me, sir, why did you pull me over? Oh, because you don't have your seatbelt on. All right. Where's the probable cause, sir? You don't have your seatbelt. Okay. That's your probable cause? Yes. Okay, first of all, you just violated my Fourth Amendment by looking at my car to see if I have my seatbelt on. That's illegal search and seizures. So you're justifying violating my Fourth Amendment, I'm sorry, with that. And, you know what I mean, it's so stupid. And then let's just analyze the whole thing for a minute. They'll pull you over to say, well, probable cause because you didn't have your seatbelt on. And they know they're violating the probable cause to pull you over in the first place, and they falsely justify it to say, oh, you wouldn't wear your seatbelt, and but they unlawfully searched in your car just by looking in your window or glancing in your car to say, oh, you don't have a seatbelt on. That's illegal search and seizures, a Fourth Amendment violation. I know it sounds a little screwy, but this is what they call circular reasoning. It's back and forth. It's back from probable cause to legal search and seizures. It goes back and forth justifying each other, but at the same time, it's violating both of them. And these are the same people who take the sworn oath to defend the Constitution. Go figure, you know, that's how stupid and contradicting it is. But I just want to state one thing. I wear a seatbelt, I do. And when I drive by cops, whatever, and hopefully I catch one of those stupid illegal checkpoints, I tuck it under my left. Just to catch them, to see if they, hey, oh, well, they pull me over to do this. I haven't caught one yet, but I'm waiting to do this to get this on film because I want to approach the police officers with this whole situation and show, yeah, I have my seatbelt on, but guess what? You violated my Fourth Amendment. And the thing is, I wear my seatbelt because I want to, and not because I'm told to. And I want to tell the people who make these laws that. I wear my seatbelt because I want to, not because you tell me to. And if you're a grown adult, you shouldn't have to wear a seatbelt if you don't want to. What's next? People say, oh, it's a good thing, but you know, what's next? I mean, look, some states you can't drive the car without proper shoes. You're not supposed to drive the car barefooted in Rhode Island now. But how would the police know unless they unlawfully violated your Fourth Amendment to look in your vehicle to see you have no shoes on? And what's next, though? Them telling you have to wear a helmet now to drive a car because somebody flipped over and broke their neck. And they justify these safety rules so they can, you know, have justification to violate your Fourth Amendment, to violate all your amendments at that. You speak bad against the cops sometime, they'll pull you out of the car and stomp your face in. I mean, we got so many stories about that. And but again, the seatbelt law, folks, is stupid. I mean, you should wear your seatbelt because you want to, not because you have to. And this is exactly how I drive because I want one of these cops to pull me over, especially a seatbelt belt checkpoint. I want to confront these people. But again, folks, we need to challenge the system because what's next? That's the question we want to ask. You know, they want to violate all our rights, and we need to challenge the system. We need to override the seatbelt law because the Constitution plainly says. I know the seatbelts don't exist in the Constitution, but it falls under the Fourth Amendment. It falls under many other statutes in the Constitution. But the Constitution says any law, because the cop's going to say, oh, it's a state law or a federal law, section code, blah, 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 but, you know, you let them know. Any law that violates the Constitution, or is repugnant to the Constitution, is null and void. But I got a phone call about this. This is Dan Bidondi for Truth Sessions.